So this is your world.
That's right. A whole nother world. Beautiful, innit?
Marhaba all you gamers, and welcome to my first episode of Arab Play, where I'll be showing you guys gameplay footage that I recorded along with my commentary. So, I recently got an Elgato HD recorder, and wouldn't you know it, I also happen to have this beautiful looking game Kuni Wrath of the White Witch on the PS3. First, let me give you guys a bit of a backstory. This game was originally a DS game that was only released in Japan, and I'm assuming the sales were so good that the developers, Level 5, decided to remake it in HD for the PlayStation 3, which again only came out in Japan in 2011. Thankfully, someone in their right mind went ahead and said, "Hey, let's localize this." And here we are today. The story revolves around a boy named Oliver who has recently lost his mother. The first few minutes of the game just punches you right in the gut as you constantly feel sad and just want to help this poor boy.
Be good while Mommy's away, okay?
Mommy!
Is something wrong, sweetie?
Just come back soon, okay?
Of course, sweetie. We'll always be together, Oliver. Always. Always.
Mommy!
His tears manage to bring this fairy named Drippy to life, who tells him how Oliver, the chosen boy, must save the other world from an evil djinn named Jadar. If he succeeds, he can free his mother's other half, who can probably help bringing in his real mom back to life. Now this is where things get interesting. In each world exists another half of yourself, which of course plays a big role in the gameplay as well. Certain moments of the game will involve you switching back and forth between your world, the human world, and the other world, the beast world. So, for example, without giving too much away, one quest involves you helping a girl who has been cursed. To relieve the curse, you must travel to your world, meet the other half, and help her, which will ultimately affect the character in the other world. It's a really dynamic gameplay mechanic, and it kind of bridges both worlds together in an unexpected way. The battle system is honestly a mixture of a lot of JRPGs. Using these beings known as familiars, you can train them, evolve them, and even capture the new ones. Now, a lot of you are probably going to be screaming Pokemon in their heads, but I think the developers did this on purpose. In fact, kind of feels like a tribute to JRPGs, and the world map, the visuals, the monsters, the catching, the magic, the simple plotline, it's all playing tribute to the classic JRPG formula, which is good versus evil, and I kind of like it. And you know how they say simple is gold? I think it really applies here very well. Of course, the thing that stands out most about this game has to be its presentation and visuals. If none of you have noticed by now, this game is co-collaborated with Studio Ghibli, who are famous for animes such as Future Boy Conan, Spirited Away, and my personal favorite, Nausicaa. And wow. I mean, wow. This is just probably one of the best looking games I've ever played. The animation, the environments, they all just click and blend well together. And even the small touches, such as how Oliver checks his feet if they're wet, or how he starts feeling overwhelmed by the heat of the volcano. I mean, it's just kind of hard to believe that this is all running on a PS3 system. And to add the cherry on top of the pie, the game's soundtrack is absolutely memorable thanks to famous composer Joe Hisaishi, whose orchestra masterpieces have graced Ghibli's finest films. The only thing I probably disliked about this game is the amount of talking in the beginning. I mean, it's not just cutscenes. We're talking about lots of text, reading, talking. They just keep teaching you new terms and tutorials. I mean, those sort of things are expected in JRPGs, but man, this game just took it to a whole nother level. I've only played up to 10 hours of the game. Since I won't be able to give you guys my full review, I'm just going to give you guys my suggestion. Buy it. I mean, if you have a PS3, this is the game you can brag about to all your friends and say, hey, you don't got this game. I mean, I hope one day it gets ported, but then again, I guess I should be grateful that it got localized in the beginning. Well, that about wraps it up. If you guys got any suggestions or questions, please leave them in the comments below. This is the Arab Gamer, gaming from the Arab world, Ya Aziz.